All right, Evan.
Alrighty, okay. Good afternoon, ET238 class. My name is Evan Williams, along with Philip Heckel and Ala Al-Karashi. And today, and today we'll be presenting you the ET238 end of the year project. So Philip, you can zoom in on here.
Yes, sir.
So this breadboard is called a versatile object counter, and basically the original version, this was going to be this little, where the straw is right here. That's where our infrared was going to be. So basically, you could just kind of swipe your finger or an object across there, and it would change the 7-segment display. However, we were having some issues with that, so we got it to appear on the oscilloscope. However,
Tried to use a straw.
and basically with the straw in there, you can just theoretically squeeze it, and it'll kind of cut the beam. But we had a lot of issues with that, so instead of doing that, we switched over to the push button right there. So pretty simple. And so after we did that, pretty much just got it to work. So we can go ahead.
Push button goes over to our 555 timer right into the trigger, and go ahead and turn it on.
Turn the power on.
And then from the 555 timer, it goes to our counter, which is hooked up to our AND gate and our decoder.
And then 7-segment display.
7-segment.
And then Al, if you want to push the button, as well.
Okay, so when we push the button, the numbers will be changing.
And it also is on
The LEDs.
the LEDs and binary.
But as soon as it reaches to 9, it will reset.
Starts over. Yep.
And then we keep
Can't
going.
go any higher than that.
Yep.
So not only do we have 7-segment
Reset.
displays, but we have the like little binary displayed by the LEDs, as Al mentioned. So,
Yep.
and like I said, we were having trouble with our infrared, so couldn't really get that working. But Phil, you can zoom in on the computer here. This was the schematic we went by off one that it's called electronics4u.com, and you can see up here versatile object counter. So whoever put this on, thank you, because this really helped us out. So you can see that's our 555. That's the counter. That's the decoder. We actually used a different chip than the 74LS47. Instead, we used a 4511 provided by Ken. So thank you, Ken. He can hear us over there. And that's our AND gate, and then 7-segment display. And then that's our photo transistor, our black-looking transistor. And then we got all of our regular resistors and the infrared LED, which, however, we couldn't get these two to work properly, so we just use a push button instead. But
That's right.
so that is our project. Thank you very much, and I wish the best of luck to the other projects.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.